Hello buddy, welcome back to another episode of Just Set, where I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we finished off the fishing questline, and today we're gonna go and begin, or in any case continue, basically begin, the Carpenter. My god, that was... Why? The Carpenter questline. Another thing I want to mention is the gear that I'm wearing right now, by the way. This gear, you can buy it at your Grand Company. So I used some of my seals to go and buy this. You know, by the way. Just so you don't, because like this is not particularly easy to make. You can make it yourself, but it's not easy to make. Just in case if you're wondering, like, did you seriously make it already? No. I still need to unlock the ability to make some of these pretty difficult to craft things. It is plain from your bearing that you and your saw have begun to move as one, as true partners. Good, you're ready for the second test. You must be the wood. Before, you brought me maple lumber to demonstrate your knowledge of wood. This time you will demonstrate your ability to create with it. I bid you craft me 3 maple shields. For this you will require maple lumber and bronze rivets. As you would expect, our guild supplier, Feriol, has no shortage of that which you require. Should you desire a more economical solution, however, you might consider a more traditional method of acquisition. Many materials essential to our craft are harvested by our steadfast allies, the botanists of the Great Loam Growery. Were you to befriend one of their number, you might be able to come to a mutually beneficial arrangement. Or, if you would rather not be beholden to another, you could even try your hand at botany. Now go, and do not disappoint me. Now let me see though, because you want me to make just square maple shields? Yeah. I don't have any more maple lumber because I already got rid of all of this because I can just buy this. Hello. Bronze rivets. I'm going to need 3 of these. It's 3 logs per thing, so that would mean 9 of these. 9. Alright, here we go. Explaining frickin' crafting. I explained it before a little bit of how it works, but let me just go and start from the beginning again. Normally you do not have quick synthesis available quite yet. That unlocks at a later level where you can just click this and say like I want this many of these things and it will just make it. However, you won't be able to get high quality on it if you do it like that. Or there's like an RNG chance whether or not you will get it. So, a couple of things that you can do. If you want to get a high quality item, you need to increase the quality to the maximum. If you get like somewhere in between, your high quality chance will increase. But usually it is pretty dang, like I would just recommend in general just going for 100%. If you don't get the 100% and then you still get the high quality, that's just pure luck, really. But it depends on how difficult the crafting recipes are. These are ridiculously easy. I'm level 50, I have some really good gear already. So I'm gonna finish this in no time at all. However, a couple of abilities where you can increase your quality is with basic touch. This is something that you unlock at level 5. Using basic touch increases your quality efficiency of 100. At a later level you will unlock a standard touch, which has a combo action with basic, so you begin with basic, and then your standard touch will cost 18 CP instead of 32. So you basically always want to combo these two together at the moment in any case. Should you run out of durability, you can use Master's Mend and restore the durability of an item by 30. So yeah, durability right over here. Innovation, which increases efficiency of touch actions by 50% for the next 4 steps. Then you have Great Strides, increases the efficiency of the next touch action by 100%. Effect active for 3 steps. So once you use something, this thing, like this buff will be gone, but you can use it, and then for the next 3 steps you have a chance, like you can use a touch action, and then it's gonna get used basically. So you have like 3 turns that you can do something else if you want to. Hasty Touch, which increases the quality and requires no CP. However, the success rate is 60%. So this is just RNG whether or not you will get it. You can use this if you run out of CP for your touch actions. Tricks of the Trade. So this restores 20 of your CP. and it's available only when material condition is good or excellent. So increase to quality or normal. So at the moment it's just normal. You can get good, which will increase it by a certain amount. I don't know the specifics. Like will increase your touch actions by a certain amount. Then there is excellent. If it is excellent, you will have a massive increase to your touch actions. However, the turn afterwards, or the step afterwards, it's going to turn into poor, which reduces it by a lot. So it has a really nice reward, but then immediately afterwards, you're not going to be able to do anything quality related. Next up, Rapid Synthesis, which increases your progress with an efficiency of 250. However, it is only a 50% chance of working. Observe, do nothing for 1 step, which can be useful in certain situations. Then we have Waste Not, which reduces a loss of durability by 50% for the next 4 steps. And then we also have Waste Not 2, which reduces the loss of durability by 50% for the next 8 steps. These ones I use fairly often on more difficult recipes. Then we have Veneration, which increases the efficiency of synthesis actions by 50%. So these would be like progress actions, basically, like your basic synthesis over here. Which would normally be at an efficiency of 100, but at some point you get a trait, which changes to 120%. We have Final Appraisal. The next action that would complete item synthesis will instead leave 1 progress point remaining. So, I'm just going to use a basic touch, which is going to instantly fill this bar up, because I have just amazing stats. Then we're going to use Final Appraisal to show this off. So you can use this to basically fill in your progress bar to almost the max, then focus on quality, and then finish your craft. Which would be a pretty good thing to do. Like, in general, you want to probably focus more on finishing the craft than getting high quality. Because if you fail your synthesis, then there's a chance that you will not be able, that you will lose the items. And some crafting recipes require some really not easy to get items, so, you know, be prepared for that. Anyway. Let's go and make my lumber. I was wondering, like, why are these maple shields not here? That's because I'm just making the lumber, not particularly shields. So the recipe I haven't made because I don't care. Also, it's 2 rivets per thing, so I'm gonna need another 3. You can also make these bronze rivets with your armorer or your blacksmith if you want to, but if I can just buy these things over here, I'm just gonna buy them. I was about to say, can I use the second one? But I even forgot to explain this. So whenever I use a move, let me just go and do this. Whenever I use a touch action, I will get a stack of Inner Quiets, which receives a bonus to touch actions efficiency with every increase in quality. So the higher this number, the more effective your touch actions will be. However, you can also spend it all by using Byragod's Blessing, which increases quality. An Inner Quiet effect ends upon use. Efficiency 100% plus 20% for each count of your Inner Quiet stack, up to a maximum of 300%. Which can be very useful too. I would use it like at the end, basically. To fill in that final little bit. And that basically concludes my explanation on crafting. Or what you can do as a crafter in any case. At this level. Once again, I've not spent that much time crafting really difficult recipes, so I don't know all like the really super efficient things that you can do, and like, yeah, I'm not that deep into crafting. What's this? Have you already bent the wood to your will? You are no work as a carpenter, that much is plain. Well done, child. Your shields are most satisfactory. The pattern of the grain, the lingering scent of maple. Your choice of material is excellent, and the construction above criticism. Few carpenters can claim such skill. I wonder if the dialogue changes if you give him high quality stuff. The Edison once favored shields of wood. Do you know this? Today it is not so. They, like your adventurer brethren, are wont to choose the austerity of the armorer's metal. But a shield of wood provides ample protection for a lower price. It is readily made and readily replaced if broken. And while not quite so sturdy, it may yet serve to spare a man his doom just as readily as any shield of metal. To imbue shield and spear with your strength, to pour your life into the wood that others might preserve their own, whatever. This is what it means to be the wood. Such responsibility is not to be taken lightly, child. You have passed the second test, and in so doing have earned this amateur's clawhammer. Though a saw will suffice for many tasks, a carpenter who wields a blade and hammer both can perform his trade with greater ease. If you wish to improve as a carpenter, it is essential that you learn to use the two tools in combination. Continue to refine your skills, and return to me when you are ready to take on the next step. The Navigame is like, you can outfit yourself with better gear, get more CP, and get better. It's like, no shit. I see by the wearing of your saw blade that you have not neglected your carpentry since last we spoke. Very good. You will soon be ready for your third and final test. In the meantime, the guild has need of your services. You're familiar with ash wood? Ah, but of course you are. I bid you craft me ash lumber. A simple task, is it? Then you shan't have trouble crafting me 12 lengths. This is no jest. We used our last few mere moments ago. So you see, this assignment is motivated purely by practical concerns. I would ordinarily handle such a trifle task myself, of course, but I am feeling unwell, and I do believe you would benefit from the practice. Now go, and do not disappoint me. Right, I don't really think that I have any more ash lumber either. Or like ash logs, yeah. So 3 times 12, that would be 36. There we go. And now, for the sake of, you know, efficiency, we're just gonna do quick synthesis. What am I hearing? Or feeling, for that matter. That's weird. Also, I cannot count for the life of me. Or wait. Oh, I see, okay. So, sometimes you will have to lower the quality to be able to have the items, as I can quite clearly see. Ah, have you brought the ash lumber? Such a prodigious quantity. Thank you, child. You have done your guild a great service. Ash lumber is renowned for its unparalleled flexibility. This quality makes it ideal for use in bows and myriad other weapons. By the same token, ash lumber is easily worked and thus ideal for learning the basics of our craft. Such a versatile material is understandably popular. And so, we always have need of more. It may also interest you to know that ash possesses certain medicinal properties. Tea brewed from its bark eases various complaints. Complaints such as that with which I am presently afflicted. Suffice it to say, I am pleased to see that your lumber is dusted, with a sufficiency of bark fragments. But let us return to the subject of carpentry. You've proven yourself more than capable of working without my guidance. If you wish to market your crafts to others, speak with Contrant in the Carline Canopy. He has an abundance of guild lifts waiting to be fulfilled. Continue to refine your skills, and return to me when you are ready to take the next step. Doho. Also, aside from using materials, you will also be using your shards, which I think I explained when I unlocked these. But yeah, these things can be a little bit painful to get. To gather them yourself is kind of a pain in the butt. You can technically level up your retainers to do it for you, or just buy them from the market board, like I do. Jesus Christ! Suddenly, sneezing. Must be just all this wood talk. Yeah, sure. Yep, I'm gonna go with that. Well met, Lynn. Your training as a carpenter is almost complete. Indeed, I had a splendid final test prepared for you. Alas, the plight of one of our guild's newest members demands my attention. The boy's name is Mera Pomera, and he is an adventurer like you, though one of rather less promise. Something troubles the lad, yet he is loath to speak of personal matters with me, though I am the very soul of understanding, as you know. Mayhap you would fare better? I sense that he may be more inclined to speak with a fellow adventurer. Now go, Lynn, and do not disappoint me. God strike me down for a fool. I'll never be able to finish in time. Please, you must help me. You can make ash shortbows and feathered harpoons, can't you? You see, I went and forgot that I had agreed to craft 2 weapons for the Archers and Lancers guilds for delivery no later than, well, today. But today I'm also obliged to complete an order for 100 lengths of oak lumber. The point being that I can't possibly do both, and Timbermaster Beaton is a veritable terror when his wrath is on him. If I dare neglect either duty, he will surely not spare me his saw. So while I labor over this lumber, might you consent to craft the goods for the guild? Oh, thank you. Oh, and when you finished them, I'd appreciate if you could deliver the weapons to the relevant guild masters. Godspeed. Right, so now we're gonna need to make an ash shortbow, and a feathered harpoon. Okay. Let's see, soiled femur, crow feather, ash lumber. Right, crow feather and soiled femur. Whoopsie. Let's go and... Also, you can, like, put certain recipes to your favorites. I usually do that for, like, pieces of lumber. Or, like, anything that is, like, crafted en masse, basically. Go. Let's go and make that feathered harpoon. Instead of some animal glue left. Which I think you can also just buy over here. Don't really need to care too much about trying. These recipes. There we go. And now I'm going to need an ash shortbow. Yeah. Ash lumber, ash branch, and hempen yarn. Let's go and get 3 more of these. Ash branch. There was hempen, yeah? Okay. There we go. The other thing you can do is technically just go and right click over here. Search for item by crafting method and then just make it like this. There's a couple of different things that you can do to, in theory, make your life a little bit easier with crafting. Yep. And let's go and bring them to their respective guilds. Welcome, adventurer, to what do we owe the pleasure? Well, you should know, eh? Is this the ash shortbow we ordered? Thank you for delivering it. One of our Mikote recruits has been struggling, lest you wonder. Talented though she is, the longbow we furnished her does not suit a Mikote's shorter arms and slighter frame. But I dare say the shortbow, with its lighter draw weight and more modest span, should help her reach her true potential. Indeed, shortbows, not unlike this, were favored by her ancestors, and some things never change. It is clear to me that a great deal of care went into the shortbow's construction. I will see that our recruit spares no effort in making the most of the spoon. I was really hoping that the quest dialogue would change a little bit if you had done the Archer quest line. Down to more dusklight. Rude. Well met, adventure. You do not seem to be here for training. Ah, the feathered harpoon. My thanks for the delivery. I do not receive it in time. I was considering using a fisherman's harpoon instead. You seem surprised. I take it you are not aware that the harpoons we use in battle were born of the humble fisherman's tool? Aye, when Huron fishers migrated inland from the coasts, they adapted the tools of their trade for use in the hunting of game. The resulting harpoon proved a fearsome weapon indeed, and so the Lancers of old took it for their own. Hard to believe, is it not? I must say this harpoon is a particularly impressive piece of craftsmanship. My compliments to the carpenter. I do think that their dialogue changes whether or not you do it high quality. Alright, Master beaten. Are we in for a beating? Oh, well, that won't do it in any case. How kind of you to assist Mera Pomera with the orders. The guildmasters spoke highly of your craftsmanship as well. That is very good. Do not attempt to mislead me. I know full well it was your work. Needless to say, it was necessary to punish the Lalafell. I seem to spend more time sawing apprentices than would of late. I jest, of course. A saw is wasted on an apprentice. The stink of blood lingers, making it harder to focus on work. This, I know. I will admit, I was not ignorant of Mera Pomera's situation. In fact, I recognized an opportunity to test your character. You aided your fellow carpenter with no prospect of reward, delivering finely crafted goods with merely serviceable ones would have sufficed. And yet, and you claimed no credit. I am proud of you, Lyn. There's no doubt in my mind that your talents will serve the nation of Gridania well, and save many lives. Just as they will bring about many deaths. This is the responsibility of all who make weapons. But a choice between the deaths of our people and the deaths of our enemies is no choice at all. You have passed the third and final test. Congratulations, Lyn. By your actions, you have demonstrated your understanding of what it means to know the wood, be the wood, and to love the wood. You possess the knowledge, skill, and compassion necessary to master carpentry. By overcoming these trials, you have proven that you are no longer a novice. The sapling is well on its way to becoming a tree. You are now a true carpenter of the oak atrium. Know, though, that however refined your skills may be, there will always be more to learn. Represent us well in your travels, then, and return to us often. You shall always be welcome. It sounds as if this is the end of the questline, but it isn't. It goes to level 50 like anything else. Ah, Lyn, my thoughts have returned. Wait, what? My thoughts have turned to you lately. I trust you have honed your skills further since last we met. In that case, I have a request. Mayhap you have made iron lances before for your customers. However, you have not made them for me. As you doubtless know, my standards differ from those of others. An iron lance's design is one of elegance and simplicity, and I would see you demonstrate your understanding of those qualities through your work. This I ask of all my charges. The iron lance is a marriage of elm, iron, and leather. As you are doubtless aware, the requisite elm lumber and the circles of leather are readily available within the city. Iron ingots, however, are much rarer, as they are forged by the smiths of Limbs Elementa. Procuring them will prove far more problematic. You must steel yourself for a long and arduous journey, Lyn. The wilderness is infested with unspeakable horrors, and the roads are watched by bandit hordes. Ah, but I jest. While such arduous character-building trials may have been possible once upon a time, they are, alas, simply unfeasible now. You need only browse the market boards or enlist the aid of a blacksmithing associate to obtain the iron you require. Oh, and there's one more thing you must need to do. But have you attach a single materia to the lance you craft? Any type will suffice. I find it hard to believe that an experienced adventurer like yourself could be unfamiliar with this substance, but on the off chance that you are, I suggest you seek out that goblin fellow in central Thanalan. There's no one more knowledgeable on the subject, or so I have heard. When you're in possession of all the necessary materials, I bid you craft me a single materia-enhanced iron lance. Wait, so there's a difference between an iron lance and an iron spear. That is funny. Okay. Is it hard leather specifically? Yes. I cannot buy that over here, right? Oh, no, I can. Okay. Let's go and get some hard leather. Extra thick. And then this goes up to ash, so yeah. And then bronze ingots. Okay, I need 2 iron and 1 elm. I think I still have elm. Yeah. I guess I may as well make this high quality. Elm and then 2 pieces of iron. Yeah, I have more than enough iron ore still. There we go. Let's go and make this beautiful iron lamps. Using almost all of my skills that I usually use in any case. Right, there we go. And now, I have some pieces of material around here. So I may as well. I'm gonna need all the DPS ones. Since I'll be getting... BRB. Alright, I'm back. After one untimely interruption. Let's go and... how do I do this again? Extract, retrieve... I think it's supposed to say melt, but I haven't actually unlocked that yet. Central Thanalan. I've unlocked the ability to extract material, but I've not learned the ability to actually melt it. Which you can only learn when you are a crafter. Only a crafter, I was about to say gatherer, but no, only a crafter can do this, or a materia melder, or materia master. Right, hello. Ah, here it is, materia melding. Why, hello there. I see you're a disciple of the hand like me. Perhaps you're interested in learning how to melt materia to gear. If so, it'd be my pleasure to teach you. Ready to begin? Good. Now then, there's one thing to keep in mind when melding. Materia slots. Arms and armor each have a certain number of these slots, and this determines how many pieces of materia they can host. Normally an item cannot host more pieces of materia than it has slots. However, as with most other things in life, there are certain exceptions. But this sort of knowledge is for later down the road. After you've become more experienced, you may want to broach a subject matter with Master Mutamix. Now, off you go, and happy melding! And then we get a fixing materia. So now we can put materia in this thing. But before we do that, let me talk to Mutamix. Because then we get advanced. A planner is joiner of materia. Uplander desires to join muchly, yes? Then Mutamix makes brain case of Uplander rattle with secret knowings of materia. But first, Uplander must be proving readiness. Uplanders show we do attaching 8 pieces of materia. Then let Uplander and Mutamix trade time flaps again. Right. So the thing I'm going to do is melt this over here. And the other thing we can then do is retrieve the materia. And then we can just melt it again. So that is what this person next to me is doing too. Retrieve materia. Melt. It doesn't really do anything. Like, it's not like it uses anything. As long as it is, 100%. If it is not 100%, then we're gonna, if it's not 100% and it fails, then there's a chance of you losing the materia. I think. In any case. Let me just go and do it in this menu over here. Retrieve materia. This is such a ridiculous fucking thing to do. Retrieve materia. And there we go. Uplander has good joining skills. Mutamix give Uplander secret knowings of word bond. There we go. Mostly part, one fighty tool bears only little materia, but if Uplander uses secret jointy skill, one fighty tool bears many materia, maybe. Mutamix teach Uplander's secret joiny skill, but Uplander keep in brain case that it sometimes work unrightly. Will fighty tool of Uplander bear many materia, or will materia turn to bitty bits? Using secret jointy skill, not for unstrung of bladder. Then we get advanced materia melding. By learning the general action advanced materia melding, we can now attempt to attach materia to gear which has all of its materia slots filled. While the benefits of having multiple materia attached to your gear can be great, success is not guaranteed, and the consequence for failure can be great. For a botched meld will result in the loss of the materia. So there you go. So now we have that entire shtick in order. Is your lance ready? I am eager to see what you have wrought. You do not disappoint, Lyn. Your lance exceeds my expectations. These formidable weapons were originally intended for use by the Ishgardian cavalry, and were designed with the aim of maximizing their bearer's effectiveness on the field of battle. By utilizing the speed of his mount, a lance-wielding knight could easily deliver a devastating blow that would cripple, if not outright kill. But this mode of attack placed significant strain on both the rider and his weapon. Should the latter fail, the knight would be left defenseless. Needless to say, the Iron Lance proved to be anything but prone to failure, eventually prompting Gridania's wood whalers to adopt it as their own. The differences between the modern Gridanian weapon and the Ishgardian original are not so substantial, amounting to little more than a smaller vanplate. Our lancers do not require the same protection as a mounted knight, you see. Fascinating, is it not? The history of our weapons carry, how they change and evolve to meet different demands. Truly, all things possess potential for growth: weapons and armor, forests and cities, and aspiring carpenters. Remember this too, Lyn. Sure, bud. The Iron Lance is a marvelous weapon, not because it does not bend at the moment of impact, but because it does not break. To bend yet not break, to endure and persevere, and finally triumph. When I gaze upon this lance, I am reminded of the singular importance of resolve, a quality I saw in you when you first joined us, and that will serve you well in the future. Whatever troubles you may face, remain resolute as an Iron Lance, and you will succeed. Right. Quest complete. Oh, Lyn, you look well. If you have come in search of work, I fear I have nothing to offer. Though, if you have no other pressing responsibilities, you might consider spending time with the younglings at the Acorn Orchard. The workshop demanded my full attention of late, and I have been unable to see them myself. That'll be all in. Can I leave through one of these doors now? Balls. What? Huh? Nani? Game? Okay. That was weird. Hey, you're one of those adventurers that joined the guild. I am. Beaten sounded dumb, says he. No wonder he hasn't visited in ages. I've seen him like this before. I bet it's because he can't think of anything new to make. He's no fun when he's like this. I prefer it when he's waving his saw around and threatening to tie his useless new apprentice to Figaga's gift and... Wait, I know. You're a pretty good carpenter, right? Then you can make high-quality walnut lumber. You know how he's always saying stuff like you must know the wood and all that? Well, I bet if we gave him some really good wood, it'd cheer him up in no time. I know it sounds a bit strange, but then he is a bit strange, isn't he? And we have to try something. I miss the mean old beaten. So now these people want me to make a high quality piece of maple walnut lumber. Walnut. There we go. Easy peasy. Leave me be, Lynn. I must focus. What is this malaise which plagues me? I thought myself resolute as an iron lance, and yet... Yes, I feel it! I feel it! This high-quality walnut lumber. It is your handiwork, is it not? Dense, durable, and expertly finished. There is no doubting your skill, Lynn. Walnut furniture was once quite popular in Ul'dah. Perhaps we could revive that tradition. Or, better yet, produce a sturdier base for a new vampplate design. The possibilities are endless. Thanks to you, Lynn. It seems I am now paralyzed with indecision. Now you have... how you have grown in so short a time. You remind me of a dear friend, another soul possessed of great passion. Though we walked different paths, we pushed each other to give nothing less than our utmost. He even helped me through those times when inspiration failed me. I see much of him in you, and so I know I can hold you to the same high standards. Return to your work, Lynn, and do not disappoint me. Freaking do not disappoint me. Look at this dude. It is good you have come, Lynn. Your talents are needed for a commission. The client asked for you by name, in fact. It would seem that the adventurer turned carpenter has earned herself a reputation. You are to craft a walnut cane of unparalleled quality. When it is ready, bring it to me. I will not permit you to deliver anything less than perfection. And I need a walnut cane. This one. Let's go and make this. Jellyfish umbrella. Can I? Let's see. I can buy it somewhere. I cannot craft this. Yeah, no, this is a drop from an enemy. Let's just go and see if I can buy this at the market. Not the market board, just a normal marketplace. Although I don't think so. Let's see. Apothecary, culinarian. You sell like potions? Yeah. Tinker, trade craft supplier. Let's see. Yeah, no. Okay. Let's just go and buy these over here. What is it again? Jellyfish umbrella, right. No. Jellyfish umbrella is the best umbrella. Anyway. Let's go once again to this one, not that one, the beta one, please. Thank you. Can't do it like that. Oh, I haven't even successfully crafted this item yet. Yeah. There we go. And now let's go and make the walnut cane. And let's get back to Mr. Beaton. What level is this quest? This is level 31, jeez. These quests are not going fast, like as fast as I expected they would go. It is still a lot of reading, I guess. Have you made the cane, Lynn? I have. You've done well, Lynn. The gentle curve of the crook appears natural, as if it was destined to take such a shape. Indeed, your skillful application of growth formula has imbued this cane with new life, giving it the appearance of unworked wood. Wands and canes are perhaps the purest expression of the carpenter's creed, in that the finished product is a celebration of the wood's past life. Conjurers are, of course, highly attuned to the natural world, hence it is no small coup to craft a cane that satisfies. But your cane should meet with the client's approval. You may go and deliver it to him at the Adder's Nest. Whip, whip, the sound of police. Hello. Yes, I am waiting for a carpenter from the guild. Why do you ask? So this is Beaton's famed disciple. Pleases me that I can finally put a face to the name. I'm Gerhard. Though I myself have no talent for conjuring, it is plain to see that this cane is exquisitely wrought. The cane is not for me. It is meant for a conjurer recently assigned to my unit. Her name is Ponette. A talented but stubborn soul who has thus far resisted my every attempt to integrate her into our ranks. I've been here long enough to know that Gridanians can be rather protective of their city, and that this can manifest itself in deep mistrust of outsiders. However, I cannot simply order her to set aside her prejudices. I need her to trust me of her own volition. It is my hope that by giving her this cane, she will at least accept my leadership. You will find her in still great fame. Please give it to her on my behalf. So much walking, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Devil thick. Dummy thick, as they say. I was going to say, what are all these things? Hello. How long does the captain intend to keep me waiting? Does he have an idea of how little time a conjurer has to spare? A gift! That other Megan kept me waiting this long for some trinket he did not see fit to deliver himself. Typical. These foreigners truly don't have the first idea about... Gasp. Gods, it can't be a walnut cane? And one so finely wrought that I scarce believe it man-made. To conjurers, our canes are the physical representation of our connection with the living world. They provide a focus for us to channel the forces of nature and weave spells. To possess a cane made of walnut is a dream most conjurers share, and I am no different. I see the beauty of this cane, and the heart of the woman who made it. That an outsider could craft this flawless cane. Forgive my impropriety, yeah, that's a word, adventure. I have never paid outsiders any mind, imagining them incapable of comprehending Gridanian tradition. Yet it seems that it was I who failed to comprehend. You have humbled me, adventure, and opened my eyes. It is clear that you have worked hard to learn our ways, as has Captain Gerhard. I cannot thank you both enough. Though I do not deserve this cane, I swear that I will do my utmost to earn it. My thanks again, adventurer. Should you meet with the captain before I do, please convey my gratitude. Back to Gerhard. Furnace Knight. That's so good. Furnace Knight. I like that. I know it would not be easy pleasing her, but I never doubted that Beaton's finest could deliver. I wonder how is he? Still working too hard, I presume? So it goes. Anyway, duty calls. Thank you again, Lynn. Please give my regards to the Timbermaster. And then back to Beaton, and then that's gonna be the end of the episode. Me thinking I could finish this and maybe do another one. Nope. Welcome back, Lynn. Was the client satisfied? Interesting. So the client was not a conjurer himself. In any case, I'm glad to hear that the intended recipient was satisfied. I must know then, who was this client? I only received their messenger, and I cannot fathom why they would not come in person. Gerhardt! You are certain? I thought him far from Gridania on campaign. When did he return? And why would he not greet me in person? We have known each other for so many years. Well, I can only assume that his duties leave no time for such niceties. I'm glad to hear he is home and well. Thank you for attending to his request then. I look forward to our next meeting. Right. And that, my friends, is going to conclude this episode of Just As I Was playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode we're going to go and at least finish off the Carpenter questline. And we'll see if I can still do anything else. Goodbye.